Okay, boring morning recording, number 8. I'm here with Tanner because Terry's right behind me and
Hello.
he's too good for me.
Hello.
Hello. Okay. So what do you have to say?
Hate mornings.
What?
Hate mornings.
8 mornings?
I hate mornings still.
Oh. I thought you were commemorating the fact that we just got the 8 mornings. It's the 8th episode.
It's the 8th morning.
It's the 8th morning.
In the whole world.
In the entire world. The world's only been in existence for 8 days, and look at how far humanity has come.
Everyone just forgot it.
We already have the internet.
It just appeared in our memories. That's when the universe got created 8 days ago.
8 days ago.
Drank some milk before I left. That's my stomach might hurt a little bit.
Really? You lactose intolerant?
No. I just,
Speaking of milk, I have this really dumb little sister, right? And she thinks that milk can go bad. Which, it can go bad, but technically speaking, it doesn't become bad for you because it's pasteurized, right? So, she drinks it, she takes a little sip of this milk, and she's like, yeah, it's bad. The expiration date is like a week from now, okay? And I'm like, it's not bad. So I take the milk, I pour it in the glass, and I get her to stare at me, and I say, watch me chug this thing, and I chug it, right? And I'm just like, nice. And she's just like, oh, what?
Oh, like, I agree with that. I drank milk when I was like 2 years old, so.
Really? It's good for your bones.
Very, like, chunky.
Chunky?
Nutrient.
You drink chunky milk?
No, I don't. I eat chunky milk. It's like cheese.
Chunky milk is literally just cheese.
It is just cheese.
Really? Interesting.
But it's homemade cheese.
It's homemade cheese.
It's a lot, like, smoother.
Really? I got you to subscribe to the YouTube channel,
juice.
right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's a lot more juice.
What's a lot more juice?
The cheese, homemade cheese.
I thought cheese was because of the one of Newton's laws that says when something changes the state of matter, it doesn't change the mass or something
Inside,
like that.
when you chomp into it, it squirts everywhere in your mouth. Flavor gets everywhere. Everywhere.
Really? I've never had cheese do that to me.
Haven't had the right cheese.
I've always had either the yellow cheese or the white cheese with the holes.
It is a version of
or
white
the whitish yellowish cheese, or the blue cheese, or the green cheese.
Don't get the blue cheese. Don't get the blue cheese.
Or the off-white cheese.
Not that cheese either.
But yeah, those are the only cheeses I've had. Literally every single one. Other than that, I haven't had very many. So yeah.
I've only had American cheese, mozzarella cheese.
That's the yellow kind, I mean white kind.
Parmesan?
Mozzarella's white. Parmesan's also white, and it smells like feet.
That's all I have.
Interesting. So,
oh yeah, and nacho cheese.
Oh, well, of course nacho cheese squirts everywhere.
Oh, that squirts everywhere.
Yes. But, so explain to me why whenever you cut open a wheel of cheese, it just explodes everywhere. Why does this happen to you and not anybody else?
Because I'm special.
I'll feel that gentle breeze. Is that amazing or what?
Yeah, it is. Except I have a medical condition that makes it where I get more cold with stuff.
Is it called asthma? What's the first letter? I could guess it.
It's called H. The first letter is H.
H? Hernia. You have a hernia. Hepatitis. HIV. I don't know.
Hashimoto.
Hashimoto's?
Hashimoto.
Osteoporosis?
It's like a samurai name. Hashimoto.
Hashimoto. It's a samurai name.
Almost.
You telling me that, like, Master Splinter's brother was named, like, Hashimoto or something?
Exactly.
Really? Yes. Ninja Turtles is real anime.
Look it up real quick. It's like...
Yes, I'll look it up on my imaginary phone.
Yeah. Oh. My bad. Yeah, I'll look it up. My phone.
Oh, it's all good.
My phone can get it.
People always assume I have a phone.
Oh, that's fine. Alright.
The worst feeling in the world is when a girl goes up to me and is like, "Yeah, what's your number? Sorry about that."
Oh. Okay.
Hashimoto reflex.
Here's a little bit of it.
Dryness or roughness, hair loss or dryness, constipation, depression, enlarged thyroid, fatigue, joint stiffness, muscle weakness, puffy eyes, sensitivity to cold, slow heart rate, swelling in extremities, or weight gain. That literally describes you in a nutshell. So wow.
I know. Okay, so that's
very nice.
So the slight breeze will
Yes.
either feel really good if it's really warm,
Yeah.
or really painful.
So you're telling me that nice breeze over there?
It's a nice breeze. It feels good.
Oh, it does feel good.
Yeah.
So it doesn't hurt.
No, but if it was cold outside, it would hurt.
What if you turned on your ceiling fan and it got really cold in your room? How would that feel?
I'd start shivering.
Would it hurt?
No. It's like a ceiling
What
fan.
if you got locked in a freezer like that episode
Yes.
of SpongeBob?
I would die.
You would die?
Probably. I would pass out.
You would pass out.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
I mean, I can't drink a cold ice water because it hurts my mouth. It stings.
It stings to drink a cold ice water.
Yeah.
You'll never know the feeling of
I won't.
getting all hot and sweaty and having a cold ice water.
I just have
because
warm water.
one, you never play outside, so you
Mhm.
can't get hot and sweaty, and two, because you can't have cold ice water. Dang.
It sucks. I really want to just get an ice cup of water and go just guzzle it. But I can't.
Just guzzle it.
Just guzzle it.
Just guzzle it.
Guzzle it all.
Guzzle it all. Just slurp it up.
But sadly, no ice, because it'll hurt.
What about that water? What if you went skinny dipping in that water? Would it hurt?
100%.
Okay, have you seen that Steve-O video where Steve-O goes to Alaska and he strips down to his underwear and he goes like swimming in the water?
That would kill me.
That would kill you?
That would kill me.
Yeah, well Steve-O was too high to understand that it was bad, so he just did it anyways.
How?
Yeah.
How? You get like...
Steve-O's
Off by it?
crazy. So basically he's this crackhead, right? I think he's off the drugs. I think he's been off the drugs for a few years now, but he
Yeah.
used to be a crackhead. He was in the I'm gonna call them Jackrabbit movies because that's a bad word. He's in the Jackrabbit movies. I've never seen any of those movies because they look kind of dumb, but I have been to his YouTube channel once or twice, and his content is it's interesting. It's interesting.
I like them.
It reminds me of Mr. Beast, you know? Imagine
Oh,
Mr.
yeah.
Beast if he was absolutely mentally unstable and did not care about his well-being. That would be Steve-O.
100%. Like...
No, oh wait, I'm
No,
sorry. I
it's
didn't mean to interrupt you.
Okay, so they are pretty high up on my list of entertainment, but then Impractical Jokers,
Oh my god.
Way higher,
Impractical
way higher.
Jokers is where it's at.
on God,
Impractical Jokers is the greatest. Like,
it is.
it's always on TV too, so like you can just flip through the cable and just find Impractical Jokers
Yeah.
every single time, and it'll just
So
be
good.
just this banger episode, you know?
It's 100% a banger. Every episode's a banger.
I want to meet the Impractical Jokers
Oh.
so badly. That would be amazing.
I want to either meet them in like a meet and greet or something, and or like actually seeing them do one of their things.
One of the skits. Oh, you mean like you're in the mall or something, and
Yeah.
then you just get impractically joked?
I would sit down and I see them joking someone, so I would sit down and just watch.
You just watch it all.
It's so funny.
Something I don't understand is that with the sheer like cult following that the Impractical Jokers have, how are they
Yeah.
still able to do the jokes without people recognizing them?
Old people.
Old people, I see. Yeah, but old people still watch cable.
That's true. Young people.
Yeah, but young people,
They should know them.
20-year-olds grew up with cable. The
Uh,
waning days of cable.
They wait until their 60s, and then they
I
go
think
after
they're in
them.
their late 40s.
By then, all of the Gen Z will be grown up, and then some of them haven't had cable before. Perfect time.
Perfect.
And no one should replace Joe. I think what they're doing now is good.
Yeah, I think they should just sit and wait because I don't know what happened. I think Joe got a divorce or something, and like it's all kind of drama. But he had to leave the show. You think he's ever come back?
He said he's not.
He said he's not?
Wait, he might later. Like a long time later though. He's taking a break.
Perfect. Okay, cool.
What they're doing now, they are recording episodes. But like,
it's literally just the same thing but without Joe.
They're putting in like replacements every episode, different replacement for the people who work on the show and cast, and like guest stars and like.
Okay.
I think guest stars. I don't know.
Is Joe still in the intro?
I don't know. I was in season 9.
You ought to look it up. See if Joe's still in the intro. Because if they took Joe out of the intro, that's just really poopy of them, you know.
That sucks. I mean, it would be I would understand, but like.
I feel like why?
Wait.
Is Go?
Oh, my bad. Oh my god, I can't type in the morning. Still in a drought.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of news stories about Joe leaving, which was like the saddest moment in anime history. You know?
Yeah, I don't know. I think that they might. I mean, if he's not on there, then they might have to remove him.
Well, why would they? Because he was in like every other season.
Yes, but like the openings are for who's in the season.
Yeah.
Like that one, for example, at one time Saul changed his name to Prince Herb. So in the whole season, his name was Prince Herb.
Wait, who changed his name to Prince Herb?
Saul. It was his punishment. He had to change his name to Prince Herb and like
I
do all that.
I don't remember that.
You don't?
No, I do remember.
It's one of the best punishments.
I do remember the skit where Murray had to give a presentation, and there was like a table, and they would like modify his pants, and they would like cut off his pants, and like give him high heels, and like every now and then he had to walk out from underneath the magic table that they were hiding under.
Yeah, I think I saw that.
And then like say something, and then walk back.
It's so good. Fucking Joker is bad.
It is quality content. I also remember, this is gonna sound really random, but I remember there was an episode where there were cashiers, and what they did was they said, oh, money's not dirty, so they took a whole bunch of money from the cash register, okay?
Yeah.
And they used it to make tea, and then they drank the tea. Is that wonderful or what?
It's wonderful. I bet it tastes good. Tastes like success.
Success, yeah. I bet it tastes like what money really is. Life.
Life?
Yeah, life. Money is life.
What is life?
Unless you live in communist Russia, then farming is life.
What is life without money? Nothing.
The pursuit of happiness, that's what it is. Life without money is just the pursuit of happiness.
What if you're like missing like 2 legs, an arm?
Well, if you're missing 2 legs, then it's just forced down.
You're blind, you're deaf, you're mute.
Then it's just Helen Keller.
And then you can fly a plane.
What?
Did I get the 2 people mixed up? Helen Keller and that other person.
Helen Keller and who?
The person who flew the plane.
Amelia Earhart? Why do you get them confused?
Wasn't she like...
They're like polar opposites.
I thought Helen Keller... There's a story about Helen Keller being like, she flew a plane and wrote a book.
Helen Keller was blind and deaf. Mm-hmm. And there's memes about her petting a cat saying that she loves the dog.
Oh, I want to look this up.
Helen Keller was the blind and deaf one. Amelia Earhart was the one who flew across the Atlantic and just disappeared out of nowhere.
I'm pretty sure people were like, Helen Keller, fly up.
The Helen Keller.
See?
That's pirate.
I was like, a teacher talked about it a long time
Helen
ago.
Keller actually flew a plane.
I don't believe it.
What in the world?
People said that.
That's fake. It's faker than
Yeah.
the moon landing. Right
People
there.
said she flew a plane.
Oh, speaking of the moon
In
landing.
Florida.
Oh, my bad.
Oh my bad. It's fine.
Oh, have you heard of the new moon landing?
I heard something about it.
We're going back to the moon in 2024, and they actually built Artemis 1. It's like Apollo 1, but different name because it's a new program. And yeah, we're fixing to head back to the moon. What are we gonna do when we're there? I don't know. Prove that we can go there.
America,
Be like, haha, you're
America 2, India 0.
We can't do that because of the Outer Space Treaty. It says you can't colonize any land.
Dang it.
But then again, we could just burn it and be like, oh, where'd it go? I don't know.
We could do that.
Oh my god. Subscriber gay. What do you have to say before we leave?
Helen Keller did not fly the plane.
No, she didn't.